And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Yeah.
Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duo Live show here at Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Well, it is good to be back. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like daily updates on both crypto and stock technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, of course, and what it is doing. Had some massive green bars this morning. It is giving it up. What is the outlook for the Bitcoin price action? Are stocks impacting Bitcoin anymore, or have they decoupled? We have CitiBank saying they're coming into the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. They have $1.7 trillion of assets under management. We have Bitcoin miners looking to use more renewables. What does that mean for Bitcoin? What does that mean for our environment? And then does that mean somebody special will start accepting Bitcoin once again? And of course, it wouldn't be a live show if we didn't talk about the SEC at some point during it. So yes, SEC is talking about crypto once again. We'll get to that as well. If you want to give me the charts, we're going to look at the top 100. We're going to let Todd go over the large cap crypto stocks, and then we will bounce to the news and the chat box to see what you guys have questions on. As you can see here, 7 days, Bitcoin is up 6.2%. The last hour, though, it is down 0.31%, and for the 24 hours, it is up only less than 1%. This thing was, what, 27,400 for the high, I believe, Todd?
Yep, right up in there.
It is giving up some of the gains as we speak. Now, big winners for the past 7 days, Tonecoin, Thorchain, and Kaspa. Shout out to you guys and anybody who holds those. Shout out to the people that have been in our chat box talking about RuneChain, calling for a pork blaster around $1.20. It is now $1.90, even with Bitcoin selling off. We missed that trade, but we are keeping an eye on this for another trade setup. Another cryptocurrency that the chat box has been all about has been VeChain, and that is number about 6 on the list for the biggest gainers in the past week, up 17.35%. So shout out to all the alpha that this chat group continues to produce. Biggest losers for the 7-day period, IOTA. I can't believe IOTA is still alive because they have done absolutely nothing, or IOTA, since their existence. I don't understand it. Do not own IOTA. Do not want to own IOTA. Will never own IOTA. Stellar XLM, the sister company to XRP, is down 7%. XLM and XRP, we trade only about once per year around their conferences, usually around this time of the year. So I'm going to check in to see when their conferences are. Other than that, we don't do much with them. And now they might even have a traditional market competitor that we're going to talk about later in the show, and that is CitiBank. And they're coming into cryptocurrencies in a big way, really doing a lot of what XRP and XLM are striving to do. But, you know, they already have the ins with other banks and other institutions. That's about all I see that's relevant on here at BeyondFOMO.com. If you want to get your data at a news source rather than CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap and earn money, rewards, and raffle tickets for it, join BeyondFOMO.com. This is where this data is coming from.
I'm going to take it over. Yep, I'm going to take it over and give some charts here. I'm first out. Start with stocks. We've got the SPY in front of us. If you listen to my week in review video over the weekend, I'm still looking for lower on stocks. Technometer's 46, 50 is a sell. We did get a sell on my Wyckoff Wave and a couple other indices, Wyckoff Wave New, etc. So I still think the SPY is going to come down here, maybe that 438 level and work on a big triangle, or maybe come down below 432 and put in a nice ABC off the highs. So that's what we're looking for on stocks. Here's QQQ, same type of thing. Had a sell there, you can see, about 10 days ago. Technometer's neutral, so we're just going to look for still a little bit lower on QQQ as well, which is what's kept us on the sidelines for Bitcoin. TLT, I thought we'd try to rally up to that 97 level on the TLT. We're plus a little bit today. We got the Fed talking Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Again, technometer here is neutral, not much to add. GDX, I'm friendly on GDX. Not sure if a major low is in, but I think it could possibly be. I think the dollar could be rolling over here. So GDX technometer is 43. I'd like to see another green dot buy here that I've shown the last two that have worked. So we're going to watch that GDX for hopefully another buy signal. XLE, I've talked about that, still long. Still think we can get a little bit higher here off that June 26th buy. We've came down a little bit here the last 48 hours on trading. Technometer's neutral, but still let's look for a little bit higher. Then let's quickly go over MicroStrategy. Everybody knows we traded that earlier. We're looking for a buyback. Here on what looks like a large backup on the Wyckoff chart. Technometer is down to 40.5, the most oversold we've been here for almost a month. So we are getting what hopefully we're looking for here. Same thing on Riot. We sold that for 44% gains in the Wyckoff SMI Pro Traders. We're looking for that backup. Been sitting down here between this 10 and 11 area. Technometer's 42. Let's look for a little bit lower. And then last but not least, look at coin. Nick had a couple trades at patreon.com/learncrypto. We sold the 105 at the day of the exact high, bought it back around 77, sold 85. It is showing a little bit of outperformance here the last few weeks. We're sitting at 82. Technometer is overbought. So as we mentioned, I know Wednesday, Friday that this one maybe could lead us higher. So we're going to watch that one. Once we get a buy on stocks and Bitcoin, that's one that we're going to want to own. So let's go back to Duo screen.
Yep, Max. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a butt type or what you got going on, but I'm not going to read all that. And you know, hope you're doing okay. Gary MC, what's going on? Moss, what is going on? Smash that like, share, and subscribe button, guys. And if you want 24/7 access to Todd and myself, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. And Yannick, hey Nick, still bullish on VV. That is virtual versions didn't get in the private sale. We have a lower level buy limit on the order books for VV token. We have not re-entered. We sold our VV tokens for a 5x. I think it was really a 7 to 10x. I would have to do the exact math because we were cheaper than TGE. But let me look for the Discord post real quick. Let's see here. I'll drag this over here so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Official buys. Here we go. VV market sell current price 5 cents. We received 5% of our seed round and 8% of our private round investments of our TGE tokens from virtual version presale. Let's cash them in here at launch for 7x for the private round and 10x for the seed round. Yes, 700% to 1,000% gains for our first allocation of VV tokens. These are the type of presales you can get in if you're part of patreon.com/learncrypto. And we do have a lower level buy. If you hit the pause button, you can probably see it there, but I'm going to move it. There you go, a little teaser. Get your activity in. So Yannick, still have a lot of our tokens coming for virtual versions, about 95 to 92% of our tokens. We do have a lower level buy limit in play, but I need to see some more news out of them. You know, they're having some issues at launch with their market maker. I know they're just trying to weed out all the weak hands before they make a good KOL push leading into the cliffs on these early investor rounds. So I think it's going to have a nice rally. It also depends on Bitcoin strength as well. So right now I'm happy. We made 700 to 1,000% gains on our first allocation. We're sitting back, relaxing, and watching the chart.
That's all.
What's going on? That's all? You're smashing
Yeah,
the microphone while here.
Only 7 to 10%. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, nonchalant. Let's get some winners. All right, well, I guess if you want me to get the screen, I'll go over a couple of the 3 news pieces real quick, and then we'll hop to the chat and see if anybody wants to look at any charts. Be nice,
sure.
Short and sweet today. The biggest news is just in, the SEC says Binance U.S. audit found, quote, it very difficult to ensure the company was fully collateralized. Well, it's kind of a weird statement because it's either you are collateralized or you aren't or you're not. I think they're fine. I think they're fully collateralized. You know, am I wrong on Binance? I hope not, but I think they're going to be fully collateralized. They also have Binance.com to take care of that, their main company, if that's the case. I think really the SEC just isn't great at looking at what they got on their books. Whether it's because of blockchain technology, transaction types with the trading, because everything's a little more decentralized than traditional finance. or what. But yeah, SEC's concern, that doesn't really concern me too much because it's either a yes or no question. This states, yes, they are fully collateralized, but yes, SEC actually had to do a little work and do their job and dig into the details because it wasn't so clean and clear cut. Why was I talking about XLM and XRP and a potential competitor coming to the space? Well, CitiBank says as they are launching Citi token services will provide payments, liquidity to institutional customers. What is the main use case that we've been hearing in utility of XRP and XLM since 2016? They want to be the cross-chain payment platform for banks and institutions. We didn't really believe it. That's why we didn't love it. There was one good run-up in 2017 for XRP and XLM. We were a part of it. We sold out and never really traded them again. We trade them once a year. And now here you go. You have Citigroup, 1.7 trillion in assets under management, coming up to the plate with its own competitor. They have the same utility. They're using blockchain technology, and I bet you they have better relationships to the institutions and the banks than XRP or Stellar or Lumens. So I don't know how successful this will be. It's great that another big name is bullish on the blockchain technology, even though we're in the doldrums of the bear market. I think this just reinforces our non-interest in XRP and XLM. If you see it different, let us know in the live comment section or the comment section below this video. That's how I see it. I would not like to be an XRP holder or an XLM holder. And, when XRP had that run up, we said to sell it after the SEC news. We thought that was going to be a good liquidity pool for the whales to sell into. And that's exactly what has happened. And the last piece of news I want to touch base on, Bitcoin miners seek alternative energy sources to cut costs. I don't really care how much Bitcoin miners are paying. It's great, cool, cut costs. Hopefully some of the companies we invest in like Riot or Mara or Hut do the same thing because that's more revenue on the books and that's more pass-through value to shareholders. But what it does matter to me is Elon Musk said once Bitcoin mining was done with over 50% of renewable energy, Tesla would start accepting Bitcoin as payment once again. This, along with other research, has declared that now 51 to 55% of Bitcoin mining power is generated by renewable energy. So is it only a matter of time before Elon enacts the purchasing power of Bitcoin for Tesla automobiles? Is it a matter of time before he integrates Bitcoin into the X or the Twitter platform? I think so. I think this is big long-term macro news. Nobody's really talking about it yet, but that's the direction we're heading. Elon said by the end of the year, I know I keep saying it, X will be your all-in-one financial application. Now Bitcoin miners are above 50% renewables. I think Tesla and X integrate Bitcoin in a big way, and I think Doge follows as well. That's all I got for the news, guys. What's going on in the chat box? What charts do you want Todd to look at? What questions do you have? We also are live streaming this on Twitter, so it's interesting to see how many people stay over on Twitter versus join here on YouTube. But nonetheless, we want to expand our horizon and offer the live broadcast in multiple locations.
I'm going to come on here and talk about Bitcoin a little bit real quick. The usual Wyckoff Bitcoin chart. Again, we're looking for a backup here. You can see the OP has really gone stagnant here the last 5-6 months. Volume is slow, which is ideal for a backup, but I think the downside still has a little bit more to come. With that in mind, we're going to go back to the Elliott Wave chart I've been showing. 5 waves up. I think I'd show this wave 4 triangle. I just took the upper resistance up a little bit with this morning's rally. I think that was a C wave of the 4th wave triangle. So we're going to mouse around this 26,000 level. And then we're still going to have one more sell-off. So the stocks continue lower. I think it drags Bitcoin down and everything else. And then we're going to look to hopefully go long stocks and Bitcoin. So
yeah, and I think that's one of your most important charts right there. And if that plays out, you get the ending 5th wave, you get the ending C, you take out all of the stops that are occurred at that wick low we had, and then really that primes us for a massive move higher towards $45,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin prior to the Bitcoin halving. So if this plays out, we're going to be looking pretty because we did sell our Bitcoin at 29,100. We sold Solana up there. We sold Ethereum, Litecoin, BNB, all at those higher levels, looking to buy them back along with MicroStrategy, Riot, Coinbase. I know we've been looking at the same ones, but guys, that is 9 assets. That's 3 stocks, 5 cryptos. That's a pretty nice portfolio structure. Then, of course, we have some other smaller trades and some smaller altcoins. We have passive income and another 3 coins. So once you look at that, it's like we're talking about, hey, you're talking about the same assets. We're talking about a 15 coin portfolio and then 3 stocks over here in the crypto portfolio as well. That's a pretty well-rounded portfolio in my opinion. And the thing is, if you're trading correctly, you don't need to be trading 100 of these cryptos. I know there's 69,000 crypto assets, but if we can dial in on 10 to 15 that are going to be here cycle after cycle, hone in on the trades, put gains in our pocket, that's a winner. We don't need to chase every meme coin that's posted. We don't need to get ourselves rugged, etc.
Jimmy, Zimmy Jim, links below me. You can see we had the new low in the OP, price was holding. We did get the oversold technometer there on September 10th. Obviously today we just checked out a lot of buy stops above, on the recent rally there above that 640, 645 level. So I don't think Link will take off here. I think it'll come back down with everything else. Again, that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and we still got some more selling coming, or that's an ABC, and again, still more selling. So I don't think you want to chase these things quite yet. And
yeah,
I think we have some more sell-off.
Yeah, the Link rally today was also good timing of some news or an announcement that kind of drove that a little bit higher on the back of Bitcoin having a strong day. So
some news out of Australia or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
I took a lot of heat from the Link Marines because I made a video, stating the fact that Link is $3.5 billion market cap. It's in a very important market sector in the Oracle sector. And I think there's going to be some competitors that come into the space and steal some of their market share. I also said that the Link token economics historically have been terrible for investors. They are getting better. And then once the new staking CCIP launches, supposed to be by next year, then the token economics get even more favorable. And I took a lot of heat. People saying they're never selling the Link. There's not going to be any other oracles that compete with Link, blah, blah, blah. Guys, if you're in a sector, in any market that is very valuable, and somebody found the problem and created a solution, you don't think there's going to be any competitors to try to replicate or improve on that solution to try to steal market share? It's happened in history all the time. Look at Blockbuster. Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix. They said no. Now Netflix is here with multi-billion-dollar valuation, and Blockbuster doesn't exist. So if you're not careful, there's always going to be competitors. The Kings just got to stay one step ahead. And if you're not careful, you can go to zero. And I also said, I'm not saying to dump Link. I'm not saying Link's a scam. I'm just saying there is going to be competitors. There is going to be market participants that can steal some of that market share of oracles like Band or Agora or Truflation that's about to launch. They're out there, and they will continue to come as long as Oracle provider and Oracle feeds are a valuable asset in the Web3 and crypto space, which I believe it really is.
Chat's pretty quiet. Not much here going on. Let me grab it just for a second. I'm going to go over Wingstop. I've showed that Wyckoff chart backup completed there a couple of weeks ago. We've strongly rallied from 150 to 175. I am long that in the Pro Traders stock Discord at wyckoffsmi.com. If anyone's got a couple stocks to go over, somebody's level to say Tesla, so I'm going to throw that one up. It's a little weak today. We might show them a video here because Nick was on that one. Off the highs. There's Tesla, technometer neutral. Not much to add after having the buy at the exact low there a month ago. Again, I think still lower. NVIDIA has came under pressure. You can see here down this morning, and then there's a trading range off the recent highs. So just tested the lows, but again, I could see it maybe springing those lows below that 403 level. So we will watch that. I'm sure that's one everyone still wants to chase, but
yep.
We'll
The measured move, yeah, my measured move for an Adam and Eve there is 405, and then more major downside risk to fill in the gap, which would be extreme 320 to 365. But my measured move is 405. You're thinking of retest that 403, so that's very possible. We turned bearish on this thing the day of the high. The pre-market was up to $515. When market opened, you were down to 503. Everybody thinks that this thing was going to go to the moon. Jim Cramer said, hold it, don't trade it, et cetera, et cetera. And now, we're here and we're down, 15, 16% already.
It's been a dog. Here's another one I'm looking at. I'm just going to share maybe a couple here real quick. ANET, A-N-E-T. That's one that could be decent here.
Is ANET in the marijuana industry? Why
No.
does that sound familiar? Which
No.
one's ANET?
Not that one. Hold on 1 second here. Yeah, there's the ANET chart. I think we're doing another backup. Hold on here, guys. I got a good client asking me a question. Yeah, that's ANET. I think that one looks good here. A little bit lower. I mentioned SOFI, SOFI could be okay. That one having a little weakness today. But again, I'm still bearish stocks. I'm still bearish crypto. Looking for a little bit lower.
Somebody wants you to look at the FET chart. FET, that is a crypto.
Let me grab that one real quick.
What caused the red bar in Bitcoin? Do you think it was just the SEC, you know, flooding against Binance US? I don't know. I don't know. That was just a straight down red bar with stocks not really acting any different.
Definitely left behind what I think was an ABC. So there's the FET chart. Not much to add. I mean, quiet today. Technometer's 40.8. Again, you can see the OP3 up in the bottom. Continued downtrend while price is trying to hold. So I'd say it's maybe under accumulation here, but no reason to jump on it quite yet. I'm going to need to do a trade here going into the close for a client probably. So.
Multitasking, getting the trades in.
Yeah, I got to get this done before the close.
What other questions, comments, concerns do you guys got? Pretty quiet in here today compared to normal. Everybody, I guess, saw the green bar in Bitcoin and they tuned out. They went and bought themselves a Lambo already. The $800 move. Coinbase continues to show strength, really break even for the day right now, and just continues to hold in, no matter, regardless of Bitcoin giving up some of its gains here.
I'll go back to the dual chart here while I get this trade done.
Why don't you talk through the trade? What are you doing? What are you buying? What are you selling?
They better not do that.
Oh, you're so lame. Patrick Rooney said, anyone see what happened to the 2-year bond market overnight? Something broke. That wouldn't be a question for me.
I think that was just a bad quote. I don't think that was anything. TLT wasn't really doing anything. I think that was just somebody said it was they're using
bad API data.
On the weekends they're using CNBC data, and CNBC had the issue, and so it was nothing. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the chart floating around. I didn't know much about it, but just the way it resolved itself so fast, it kind of reminds me of the wicks that we see on crypto charts sometimes. Just a bad API data feed for a 1-minute chart that, you know, prints a candle that didn't really exist or nobody really got involved with. I'm sure we'll get more information on that over the next couple days.
I think the chat box is pretty quiet, so I don't have much else to add. Again, I'm going to do this trade real quick.
Patrick Rooney says the Fed rate pause or hike. I mean, the inflation CPI data came out 5% hotter than people anticipated. I know the market right now is pricing in that don't think there's going to be another raise, at least on this next meeting. I don't know about this next meeting, but I think they're going to raise it another 0.25% just because inflation's picked back up. They haven't really indicated any reason to stop raising rates. So I would not be surprised by 0.25%. And really, with us being heavy in cash right now, I wouldn't even really mind it because the market is not looking for that. So if they do raise that, we probably will see some volatility to the downside, in which we will be buyers and not fear mongers. We'll just wait for that red candle, pick up our positions, and we believe that that could be a major entry in both crypto and stocks for some more upside potential.
I'll be done here in just one quick 30 seconds. Continue. Place order. Order status. Make sure I got it.
posted a tweet. I mean, Juno and Atom have kind of came alive off the lows. Do you guys think that Cosmos is going to have a revitalization in the next bull market? Do you think that ecosystem players such as Osmo, Juno, Atom are going to have major rallies to the upside? I mean, those are all down 90% off the highs, just like a lot of other altcoins. But it seems like there's a lot of news around them, and they are seeing some nice percentage gains off the lows. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section or over on Twitter.
And I think probably the Fed does pause here, but I think their language is going to be that, the more hikes are still on the table. So I don't know. I think we're still going to apply some pressure to stocks here probably because oil is just not giving it up. So.
And that's just going to keep putting, higher interest rates. The next CPI data is probably going to be higher if oil keeps going higher. So
yep.
Oil continues higher, rent prices continue to rise, even if everything else goes down, which I don't think they are, like food and everything else. Your inflation rate's still going to be high. Patrick Rooney says, you think we are seeing prices in homes and cars starting to drop anytime soon? Rates are just insane. I mean, it's a double-edged sword because there's not much supply of housing on the market because, like, for myself or anybody who refinanced or bought a house in COVID, I refinanced my home for 2.85%, and the price has risen. So, cool, I could sell my house right now, make $200,000 in equity, but now I got to go buy another house, probably comparable at the same price, and your loan interest rates are obscene. So it's like I wouldn't want to upgrade right now. Income is down, inflation's high, interest rates are high. I'm locked in at a 285. Why am I going to sell? And then the other flip side is supply for buying is down. Potentially, if my home is not right, it's probably too big for it. But if I wanted to upgrade, I could put my home that has a low interest rate mortgage for rent, long-term rental, make a few $100 a month, and then go buy another bigger home, further decreasing the supply of homes for sale. So I don't know. You would think house prices would come down due to these interest rates and buyers shouldn't be wanting to buy, but
there's no supply though. So
there's no supply because everybody's locked into 285s. Everybody who was in the know refinanced. It's like I don't want to get rid of my 285 interest rate for a 7.5%, 8% interest rate. That's crazy.
The government budget's horrible, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect the market. One day it's going to horribly affect the market, I believe, but I don't think yet. Just kick it down the road and not worry about it. So one day it's a problem. It's got to be a problem one day soon. But maybe they got to lower interest rates again to keep the interest rate on the deficit lower, so that gives us another surge and everything, and then we all pay the price in a horrible bear market after that.
Yeah, hopefully 2024 they reduce the rates. We see a Bitcoin spot ETF. We see a presidential election. We see the Bitcoin halving. We see some quantitative easings like Todd is talking about. We get one more good bull run. Let's all make sure to take plenty of profits, buy some real world assets, get some passive income generating businesses, because then, who knows, the deficit by that time, 4 or 5 years from now could be 40 trillion, 45 trillion. Then we could have a massive bear market.
Powell has been preaching higher for longer, but no one believes him. So, and even the markets, from the TLT, et cetera, some of those markets still show that pressure's on higher. So, but stock people just aren't worried yet. But if they become worried, we're going to probably have another nice downdraft. So, let's see what happens next rest of this week. Let me run a quick disclaimer for regulators. Hold on.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
1K subscribers.
All right.
Shout out to the 19,100 subscribers. We've picked up a few thousand subscribers since we started our duo live shows again in the past month. Shout out to everybody over at patreon.com/learncrypto. Hopefully we got you positioned heavily in cash, looking for a next round of buybacks after selling many assets. I think 5 cryptos and 3 stocks at higher levels. Trying to have some patience, trying not to FOMO in, and trying to find some decent re-entries. I know you guys want activity, but the activity right now is prices going sideways to lower and being able to capitalize on the massive buying opportunity before this next midi bull run. And then really in the end of the day, guys, we're about to see the biggest bull market in crypto history, in my opinion, over the next 2024, 2025, 2026. Some people might think that's crazy because of the run we had previously, but we did that with no Bitcoin spot ETF, and now we're seeing, trillions and trillions of dollars worth of assets under management from institution looking to get into the space. So, I mean, you got BlackRock and Fidelity and Charles Schwab and now CitiBank and all these people trying to get their piece of the pie with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
NASDAQ down 10, S&P flat, Dow flat. So again, here we got 18 minutes to go. I'm hoping we get a little bit of weakness here. Bitcoin 26,886, bouncing off the lows a couple hundred. Not much else to add.
Yeah, showing a little bit of strength here in the face of stocks being red.
A little dead cat bounce. That was a pretty sharp sell-off. So hopefully we still keep a little bit of pressure on it so we can get some buybacks here. As I said, we sold a couple thousand higher on Bitcoin, Ethereum a couple hundred higher, Solana 350 higher. So trying to patiently wait for better reentries. So
which isn't easy to do. Doesn't make our content very exciting. Doesn't make Twitter very exciting. Doesn't get the dopamine flowing for paid subscribers over at patreon.com/learncrypto. But guys, sometimes the flashy thing isn't the right move, and we're hoping that our patience pays off, and then maybe you guys will stick with us as we are right once again if we get another drop and get our re-entry on the board, cheaper across the board on cryptos and stocks. Bye! I think that's about all we got. Pretty quiet in here, guys, so if you were watching the playback, don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section after the video is live. We will see that, or over on Twitter. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like daily updates on both crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. And as always, stay tuned right here at Learn Crypto.
I'm going to run a couple commercials and then probably be back here tomorrow. So good luck, good trading.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin's stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/LearnCrypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Welcome to the Wyckoff Stock Market Institute. Our institute was founded in 1931 by technical trader Richard D. Wyckoff, one of the titans of technical analysis. Wyckoff SMI has been the leader in teaching technical trading for the past 91 plus years. Thousands of traders have chosen to learn at Wyckoff SMI for its proven trading techniques and invaluable proprietary market indicators. Enroll today in our Wyckoff Unleashed online course and get access to 39 lessons and quizzes, 8 hours of lectures, our 559-page book, and a comprehensive final exam. You will also receive 90 days free to our Pulse of the Market charting software, as well as our Pro Traders stock groups. One of our alumni says, "In 1956, I became a Wyckoff SMI student under Bob Evans. By learning the Wyckoff method of trading, many have learned to trade intelligently and successfully. Keep up the good work." Or from another, "I value the training I received 4 decades ago from the SMI. Why wait? Register and begin your journey to becoming a successful trader investor. To get the best experience, download our Wyckoff SMI app and get started today."
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.